Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 elections, Peter Obi, has alleged that a property belonging to his younger brother has been demolished without legal backing in Lagos. Obi, who disclosed the incident via a post on his verified X handle on Tuesday, said the property, owned by his brother's company, had stood for over 15 years before it was brought down. He alleged that demolition was carried out by unidentified persons acting on a vague court judgment that did not mention his brother, the property, or contain any demolition order. Obi described the entire episode as coordinated lawlessness, lamenting what he sees as Nigeria's descent into a state of impunity. The incident underscores growing concerns over arbitrary actions and a lack of accountability by state actors and private enforcers.
You can see the equipment that are here. You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how I come to work? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say, no, you can't enter. We have got injunction. What about got injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property? They fuse him for removing his things and everything, and demolishing everywhere. What about got injunction is that?
In a bold critique that is stirring political waters, the presidential candidate of Nigeria's Social Democratic Party, SDP, has taken a sharp swipe at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, praising his political acumen while slamming his performance in governance. Speaking at a recent forum, the SDP flag bearer accused the president of being a master strategist among the political elite, skilled at recruiting, retiring and re-engaging key players to serve political ends, but failing to connect with the needs of everyday Nigerians. According to the candidate, what Nigerians truly desire is not political maneuvering, but basic services, stability and security. The statement underscores growing public frustration with the state of the economy, insecurity and service delivery, while raising critical questions about the kind of legacy President Tinubu hopes to leave behind. Now, the suspended national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, Shehu Gaban, has said that some members of the opposition coalition bent on hijacking the structure of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, want him out of his position as the national chairman. The politician alleged that the opposition coalition gave the SDP a condition to take over the National Working Committee of the party ahead of the 2027 poll. Clearview News Imefunukon has the details.
It is good that this thing have happened right now, so that everyone will account for himself, what has happened, and so on and so forth. I'm not jittered 1 second.
Recall that some group of people believed to be the supporters of the national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, on June 24, 2025, stormed the national headquarters of the party in Use 2 area of Abuja to protest what is believed to be related to the announcement of the suspension of the national chairman of SDP, Shehu Gaban, alongside 2 other national principal officers of the party. The suspension, which was announced by the National Publicity Secretary of Social Democratic Party, SDP, Araba Rufus, in a statement said Shehu Gaban was suspended over the alleged misappropriated funds amounted to hundreds of millions of naira, including donations and resources realized from the sales of nomination forms in the 2023 general elections and other funds from the party account. Gaban, who was a guest on a national television program, said the coalition wants him out of SDP to control the party structure.
I know that the combination of forces, some of the coalition members who wanted to hijack SDP at all costs, coupled with some people in the system who believe that they don't want SDP to be part of the coalition, are also pushing for the other end, to ensure that they destabilize SDP. Nothing more, nothing less. Any accusation that have to do with the financial transaction. And don't forget, the man who signed this was also the chairman of the party at a point. He was the chairman of the party at a point. And then he was a beneficiary of anything that have to be done to the NWC members. But he excluded his name out of the petition he has made. He went and accused people who have nothing to do with anything that have to do with the expenditure of the party. And the security agencies, I'm appealing to them to go into the allegation line by line. I've not seen it yet. They should go into it line by line. And I've also made it available that we will print out the statement of account and give it to security agencies to go through it. I have nothing to hide.
He therefore insisted that he remains the party's national chairman.
Those who allege that they have suspended me, they were nowhere to be found. They only do electoral meetings for whatever achievement, or they want to be an agent of destabilization of a party that have worked hard to develop its name and its image.
Following the development, the deputy national chairman of SDP, Dr. Siddiq Umar Abubakar, has been rected to assume leadership of the party in the interim, pending the outcome of investigations on Kabam and others. Imefono Kon reporting for Clever News.
The senator representing Borno South, Ali Ndume, has decried what he described as the diminishing role of the National Assembly, alleging that the legislature has become an approving institution offering unquestioned support to the executive. Speaking during an appearance on a national television program, Ndume, who accused the Senate of deviating from fulfilling its duty as a deliberative chamber, also expressed concern that as a senator, he is not abreast of events happening in the chamber. When asked, Ndume described the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger from ECOWAS as a major diplomatic failure, particularly for President Bola Tinubu, who recently handed over leadership of the bloc to President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone. Ndume suggested that the intervention of elder statesmen like Muhammadu Buhari, Olusegun Obasanjo, Ibrahim Babangida, Yakubu Gowon and Abdulsalami Abubakar might have helped prevent the exit of the three West African nations. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has said the All Democratic Alliance, ADA, which sought registration as a political party, is yet to fulfill prerequisites for registration. INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Mr. Sam Olumekun, said this during an interactive session with reporters in Abuja. He said while the commission had received numerous letters of intent, none is qualified to meet requirements for a formal application for registration. This development comes as the ADA proponents omitted the word electoral from their letter addressed to the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The application, dated June 19, was addressed to the chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, 436 Zambezi Crescent, Mitama, Abuja, FCT. INEC, however, said that there is no shortcut to party registration, saying associations seeking political party status must comply strictly with the procedures outlined in the 2022 Electoral Act and INEC's internal guidelines. Meanwhile, the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, is expected to meet with leaders of the 19 registered political parties at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja on Thursday. And on to the foreign scene, marches in Kenya to mark a year since massive anti-government demos turned violent this Wednesday as protesters engaged in running battles with police who flooded the streets with tear gas and sealed off government buildings with barbed wire. Recall that at least 60 people were killed last year by security forces in weeks of protests over tax rises and the dire economic situation for young Kenyans peaking when a huge crowd stormed Parliament on June 25. Activists and families of victims had insisted on peaceful anniversary marches, but others called to occupy State House, referring to the official residence of President William Ruto. Many schools and businesses have been reportedly closed for fear of unrest, with at least one police officer and several protesters reportedly injured. Meanwhile, protesters have laid flowers at the barriers in memory of those killed last year. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for joining us. I am Gloria Atta. Bye for now.